What's up, MMO Attack fans? This is Super Zero here, bringing you a first impressions video for Wartune, a new browser-based MMORPG published by Area Games. And funny thing about that, I was actually playing through the game a bit today, and I Google searched the game as how I originally, found out some information about it. And I was taken to a website placed by a company called R2 Games, and that's when I first played the game, of course, spent the first several minutes in the game learning how to play it. That is the service that I used. Come to find out that Area Games is publishing the game in North America. However, R2 Games, which I'm not sure where they're based out of, I believe you can choose on the website. Of course, everything is in English, very good English. I haven't noticed any translation errors, but you can translate to French or possibly Arabic. So maybe it's a French company. I don't know. Anyway, you can play on either service. I'm not quite sure the differences between the two, but we are taking a look at the Area Games version, and I hope there's not a lot of differences between them. This is the character select screen. You can choose between a number of characters, male and female versions of each. It looks like the knights. It says right here, knights are great warriors capable of wielding two-handed weapons that devastate their enemies. They may also summon powerful shields to ward off attacks. The mage. As masters of the elements, mages are able to evoke powerful spells to damage enemies and heal allies. The archer. Archers are known for their long range and powerful attacks. With their magical arrows, they deal massive damage to all but the most highly armored. Alright, we're going to go ahead and we're going to pick the male archer, and we're going to go ahead and click start. It's going to load up, and how we're going to see the game itself. So this game is not really a traditional MMO in a sense. It's more like a strategy game. Kind of reminds me of what is that game I'm trying to think of? Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Magic the Gathering. Now, I'm sure there's going to be some people that are looking at me like I'm an idiot, saying you've never played Magic the Gathering, and I have a little bit, and just that's what it reminds me of in terms of the combat and the battle system. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna play, and it's a fairly lengthy tutorial. It will probably take up the entire duration of this video. I'm not even sure if we'll get through the whole tutorial. But there's a few story-based segments here. Basically, you're going to have to attack this guy, this little thing here, this gray mountain bear, and it just says for detailed quest information, click the scroll. So we're going to go ahead and click it, and it's just telling me, of course, about quests, what to do, and we don't need to read that. So we can click to move. Again, you left mouse button, you click on the ground, and you move anywhere. Very, very standard interface. It looks like an interface not seen from a strategy game, but seen from something like World of Warcraft or another similar MMORPG. And this gray mountain bear that's flashing right here, we have to attack him. He's going to go down pretty quick, but you're going to see the battle system now. And this is where the strategy element comes into play. As you can see there, I almost one-shotted him. But essentially, battles play out in a sort of a semi-turn-based fashion. I have read that there are quick time events in the game. I would assume that some skills, again, if you don't know, I haven't encountered any, but if you don't know what quick time events are, like to execute a certain ability, you have to press a certain key within a certain time frame, and I think that's pretty cool because that should mix it up a little bit. But you can see the combat interface does look familiar as well. It kind of looks like Diablo with the giant. With the giant cauldron of where it has your hit points there. There's that giant globe of I don't know if that's supposed to be blood or just just that giant red matter inside that globe there. Really does remind me of Diablo, and it has a hotbar system. Now I'm not really sure why it needs a hotbar system like a standard MMO, because it certainly is not a standard MMO. It's a browser game and a sort of a slower paced strategy-based browser game as well. Let's see. Click the scroll to open the quest panel. Click collect rewards. Okay, now that that's done, you are now level 2. Looks like I got some new stats: plus 3 strength, plus 1 endurance, plus 1 armor, plus 10 charisma. You have unlocked absolutely nothing. Go ahead and click OK. You have new quests. Let's go ahead and click it. Blah blah blah. Just gonna go ahead and click. Yes, you get these quests sometimes that really you don't even know why you get them, and then when you click the quest icon, you complete them. So it's kind of strange that way. Congratulations, you are now level 3. You have new quests. Okay, yeah, I have to save this girl, and basically you're just gonna follow that little arrow, which you probably couldn't see it because it cut into the cutscene so fast. But yeah, you're just gonna rescue this chick there from that giant bear creature. So we're gonna run down here. Actually, this is just a cutscene. I can't even control it, and we're just gonna skip past all this dialogue because honestly, we'd be here all day if I had to read it all. And this looks like it's going to be pretty intense, but it's actually not. Again, these guys go down fairly fast. And I know you guys can't hear it because I don't include the volume when I record my videos. But I will the battle music if you ever play this game, and I recommend that you do play it. But if you ever play this game, the battle music is very repetitive. I mean, after the first probably couple of minutes in the game, you're going to get absolutely sick of the battle music. But the rest of the music is not too bad. It's again fairly standard fare, but it could be a lot worse, I guess. We're gonna skip through all this dialogue. Click on the scroll to open the quest panel, collect rewards, and level 4. More stat bonuses, and I got something for my inventory, but it doesn't quite say what. And we're gonna have to go through that gate. I don't even have an icon to access my inventory right now. It's usually over there by that recharge button to the right of the recharge button, or at least it was on the other version. I don't know. Some things might be different. And okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get this weapon. Yeah, this is it right here. It's going to tell me how to use my inventory. You'll notice that, and I forgot to mention this, but you'll notice that my character doesn't even have a name. Yeah, I never went through and actually named my character. Well, you don't get to name your character until a certain point in this tutorial. So yeah, again, this game definitely holds your hand for a while, and I kind of like that because a game that has lots of little eccentricities and things of that nature, you really need to be explained how to play the game in order to get the most enjoyment out of it at a later time. So I do like that. I do like the fact that that the tutorial seems to be so so in depth. A lot of games, a lot more complicated games don't even have as good of a tutorial. And in my experience, if you play a game that is inherently complex, or even if you play a game that you just can't figure it out because there's not enough documentation, well, then you're gonna quit because it just gets it just becomes a chore to actually try to play without any kind of a documentation or tutorial things or such things. And we completed that quest. We're gonna go ahead. Feral Cloak. Yeah, I like how I don't know into what detail you can see that icon there on the small YouTube screen, but I like how that Feral Cloak icon has like a place for breasts, like it's female armor. So we're gonna go ahead and click Collect Reward, and it's going to teach me how to equip my armor. Basically, you can just press the bag icon and then click and drag your little thing over there. And interestingly enough, when you equip armor, of course, your character's appearance does change. A lot of games, that's not quite the case, and I definitely like the artwork in this game, even though it's a browser game and not a particularly impressive browser game, at least in comparison to a lot of the games that maybe perhaps run off the Unity engine. I do like the art design in this game, and because it seems to be sort of pre-rendered or hand-drawn 2D environments. But the character models do seem to be rendered in 3D, but they're pretty far back. So I would assume that they're very blocky and low detailed. However, you can't really tell. So yeah, this guy does a lot more damage than I played it when I first played this. I played as a warrior, and this guy does a lot more damage. But I guess that would be the case because he's more of a DPS character. Congratulations, you've unlocked a whole bunch of stuff. Level 5 starter pack. We're gonna go ahead and open the starter pack. Looks like we have some new gear and a lot of other stuff. So we're going to go ahead and equip all those rewards. So you can just press that button right there and you can go ahead and equip everything that you have. Except that ring, which we'll have to go ahead and click and drag ourselves. Okay. We're going to go through this little portal. Oh wait, you must first complete the quest. Collect rewards. And now we're going to go through the portal. Yeah, here we go. And whoa, what do we have here? Looks like the city's under attack. By the grace of Solaria, the brave warrior rescued me and has come to help us fight the Taurans. I wasn't going to bring a World of Warcraft reference into this first look. I wasn't going to, but the game does it for me. Does anyone else think, other than me, that those creatures, that those cow creatures look like the Taurens from World of Warcraft. Does anyone else think that? But I guess I don't know if that. I mean, I've got to admit, especially the big guy there, and sort of in the back, he looks just like a Tauren from WoW. The other two, maybe not so much. And I don't know enough about fantasy. I mean, like maybe Taurens are just sort of a universal. Maybe they're just universal to medieval fantasy. But but I have to admit it, it's still pretty funny. You know, again, I wasn't going to bring up the WoW reference here, but the game did it. The game did it itself. And this fight would definitely be challenging, but as you can see, I have this girl here in the back. She's actually healing me, more or less spam healing me, because anytime I take damage, she heals me back up to full health. So it's pretty well impossible to actually die in this portion of the game. Quest completed, and now you see the town, and there's a number of different things you can do in the town, and the tutorial again will further explain as we go on. And okay, here's where you can input your name. Honorable Warrior, how shall I address you? What do we want to name ourselves? Let's try Sir Fat. Let's go with that. Character created successfully. Sir Fat, you say? What an honorable name. More talking about the Taurens. He's saying he already knows what's going on. Okay, now she's going to give us a tour of the village. She's going to explain some things. There's a town hall that was flashing there. The level of your town hall determines the maximum level of other structures. As you upgrade your town hall, the amount of gold you can levy increases. All of your territories and assets may be managed via the town hall. So we'll go ahead and click OK. Click on the town hall. Aha. Here's the town hall screen, and you can't really see what it says because she's got her portrait up there trying to tell you to upgrade the thing. So you're going to go ahead and upgrade it like she wants you to. Sir Fat says, so the town hall is the center of all the activity in the city. She says, yeah, it sure is. Now she's going to talk to us about the barracks, and the barracks is where you train troops. As your barracks increase in level, fighters of ever-increasing strength will become unlocked. Click on the barracks. Click the recruit button to hire troops. So a lot of this stuff is blocked out. I'm not quite sure when or how we can recruit them, but right now all we have access to are lancers. So we're going to go ahead and do those. Of course, you can choose how many lancers you want. Of course, the more you have, the more they cost. We're going to go ahead and stick with the maximum amount. So we're going to go ahead and select 900 for a recruitment cost of 1,800. I don't know what the currency is called, but we'll just say gold coins because that's what the image shows. Click on the troop button to open the troop deployment panel. It's that little button that's flashing down there at the bottom right. So we're going to go ahead and click on that. Click on the troop icon to choose a troop type, and then you click here to deploy the troops, just like that. And we're going to go ahead and deploy all of the troops. More building projects require more resources. We must find an area abundant in natural resources from which to gather wood, copper, and other supplies. Here we're going to go ahead and get some more resources for the city, but first we have to go ahead and collect our rewards once again. Open the quest panel, and we're going to go harvest some stuff, and this is very, very simple. Basically, all you have to do, and of course, while we're doing this, you can see some more players, and yeah, I definitely gotta say, on this service there are a lot more players running around. On the other game service, I really only saw about 1 or 2 other players the whole time I was playing, but there's a lot more people here. And so you're just going to stand here by this little wood pile, and you're going to collect enough wood. So it's going to take a little bit. It looks like it's going up by about 2 or 3 at a time, maybe more here in a minute. I don't know. We are at 7, and this could go a little faster here because let's see. 9, one more, and here we go at 10. Alright, got them all. Click back to return to the city. Are you sure you want to leave the resource quarry? Sure am. Alright, here we go. Gonna go ahead and complete the quest and collect the rewards. Congratulations, you're level 6, blah blah blah. Occupy the gold mines, and we're gonna go ahead and it says to enter the wilds, click the wilds button. We're going to go ahead and click that. Okay, so basically we just have to click this gold mine here and attack it. And as you can see, I'm joined by 2 AI controlled characters that more than hold their own in this game. And you know, I gotta say, the Area Games version seems a bit easier. Everything seems a bit overpowered in comparison to the R2 Games version that I was playing earlier today. Looks like we're going to go back to our city now. I'm going to go ahead and click the city button. And let's see, now it's going to explain cottages. Upgrade your cottage to increase your town's population. So that's very, very similar to any sort of RTS. You upgrade the farm or the houses, and you can build more units and build more people and have more people in your city. Okay, and so click the cottage, and we're going to upgrade. Upgrading your cottages will provide refuge for even more commoners. The larger our population, the more prosperous we will become. I just received word from our scouts that some villagers have fallen prey to grassland wargs. The wargs have been troubling us for some time now. Basically, we're just going to go ahead and complete this quest. Okay, the campaign map. To enter the campaign map, click the campaign button. Here we go. Warg lair. Looks like there's two options. We can only choose from one option now, normal, but there's also the hero option, which I guess is like a hard mode. We're going to go ahead and do the normal option, though. This will be very, very simple. We just have to kill, I believe it's a certain warg we have to kill, but we're going to come across lots of other enemies along the way. And yeah, again, while I said this game was sort of strategy based, it's really, it is strategy based, but it's not incredibly that. It's not incredibly strategic. It basically boils down to eventually who you have in your party and where you position them in your party. Of course, you know, obviously this game is not an RTS in the common sense of the word compared to a game like Age of Empires or StarCraft, but it's more turn-based, and it does have some strategic elements to it. Even though that I still am amused by the Diablo-esque life bar or hit point meter and abilities hotbar down at the bottom when you're actually in the battle window. But yeah, as you can see, there's definitely we have to attack a lot of these grassland wargs here, but they don't last very long, and eventually we are going to happen upon the one warg that we, or maybe it just says clear out warg lair, so maybe that means we just have to kill a number of these guys or all of these guys and not just one giant warg. Maybe I had that wrong the last time I played this. Maybe I just didn't understand what I was doing at the time. So we did that, and victory, it says. Grassland warg level 5. There we go. And yeah, my two abilities, Arrow Strike, my basic attack deals 80% plus 15 physical damage to a random single enemy. Crit rate increased by 20% and increases rage by 5 points. Multi-shot randomly completes 2 attacks with each attack dealing 45% plus 25 physical damage, crit rate plus 100%. So again, we have like our standard basic attack, and then we have an AoE. A assessment for that battle, it really wasn't that hard. I didn't do anything. Choose your reward. Let's go with that right there. Luckstone. I'm going to leave the campaign. Quest completed, it says. So we're going to go ahead and collect our rewards. Receive 4,000 XP. You are now level 7. Plus 3 strength, endurance, plus 1 armor, plus 10 charisma. You've unlocked skills. Click the skills button to open the skills panel. Oh, look, okay, so you have a skill tree for your character, very, very similar to a lot of more traditional MMORPGs. Click the button to learn your first skill. It is a passive ability. Receive an extra 3 rage after each crit. Do I have any more points to spend? No, I don't. Okay. So, now we appear to be pretty much left alone to do whatever we want. I'm not sure. But we can upgrade our barracks to level 2, collect ward teeth, and defeat Wolfgar. So let's go to the barracks, and it's going to go ahead and upgrade them to level 2. And yeah, as you can see down here, like for the hunter, requires barracks level 4. The priest requires barracks level 20. There you go. And we're going to complete this quest, collect our rewards, and upgrade the cottage. Let's going to go ahead and do that. Upgrade well, it requires Town Hall level 3. So let's see if we can upgrade the Town Hall. Okay, now let's see if we can upgrade the cottage. This is currently on cooldown. I have to wait about 10 seconds or so. And I'm just going to go ahead and click the campaign button and check and take a look around here. Let's see. Warg lair. I'm not quite sure what you do for any of these other quests. Okay, yeah. These other two quests, basically you just go out and one of the campaign maps here, and you go back into the Warg lair, and then you do those things. You collect Warg teeth and you defeat Wolfgar, which I'm assuming is like some kind of a named. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade our cottage now. We're going to upgrade that to level 3 and see about recruiting more troops. So let's go ahead and recruit, I don't know. Let's go ahead and recruit about 49 or so troops. Collect rewards for that previous quest. And there we go. Now we're down to the 2 quests that we had right there. So we're going to try to find our way out of here. Oh yeah, we have to click the campaign button. We're going to go back into just where we were previously. And not quite sure where to go, but I do know I have to get 8 grassland warg teeth. So I guess that means I have to kill about 8 or so of these grassland wargs. Because I'm fighting 2 of them in the actual combat, I don't know if I'm going to get 2 or 1 or any at all even for this quest or for this battle. Victory. Let's see. I didn't get any. Well, yeah, I got 2. I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong quest. And I just picked up a traveler's purse that was just laying on the ground, and I got 500 gold. So yeah, you can get stuff off the ground and items and certain things. And going to kill 2 more of these guys here in just a minute, and got him. Okay, victory. Here we go. I'm halfway there. And click this treasure chest. Swift, short bow. That's not quite as good as what I have, so we're not going to worry about that. We're going to go ahead and attack these wargs. Looks like there's 3 of them, so I'm going to try to use my AoE, and it has a little bit of a charge or a channel to it. It doesn't automatically attack right away. And my AI control partners are pretty much wiping the floor with the rest of these guys. I'm not having to do a lot after I did that AoE for some massive damage. But we're going to go up here and just try to find a few more. And Pandora's box, what is that? We'll have to figure that out after we take care of these wargs real quick. And yeah, I love that ability. It does so much damage. Let's see. So these guys are almost down, and we'll have completed 1 quest. And there we go. Victory. We completed 1 of the quests. Now we just have to find Wolfgar wherever he may be. Collect rewards. There he is. Pandora's box. What does... Okay, yeah, I see that. Pandora's box. You've discovered Pandora's box. Who knew what could happen when it's open? Will you open it? Yeah. Receive rage boost. Interesting. Okay, let's see. Let's attack Wolfgar. Maybe he'll be a little bit more of a challenge. Ah, crap. I don't know why I hit the AoE skill. Well, I thought he was going to be a little bit more of a challenge, but I don't think so. This guy's going to go down pretty easily. I don't know if this game ever will become more difficult, but right now, again, it's certainly pretty simplistic. So, battle success. Another A rank that, again, anybody could do. It's not challenging at all, at least not initially. Dusk and Glyph, leave campaign. Okay, there we go. Complete. Collect rewards. Congratulations, you're now level 8. Plunder and troop upgrades. More stuff. I guess this is still a part of the tutorial, but I'm really running out of time here. So let me say this game does have PvP. There's a PvP arena where you guys can actually go take teams of fighters and see who's the best. And there's also boss battles, which any number of players can actually participate in at one time, but only the people that actually do the most damage get the best rewards. Anyway, that about wraps it up for this first impressions video of Wartune. If you'd like to find out more about the game, or if you just want to check out more of these type of videos, please feel free to hit us up at MMOattack.com for more MMO gaming news, reviews, opinions, giveaways, and other general awesomeness. Until then, this is Super Zero signing off.